Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie and I'm in the craft room with another installment in my craft room cleanup. Now, you're gonna say, what the heck happened? It was so nice and clean and it's looking very junky. Like, look at my desk. It was clean at one point. Now you know why I always start with the clean one, because it always seems to get worse. So that's just the way it is. But I have made great progress. I'll give you a little update again. So these bookshelves are pretty much all finished. Everything in the closet is finished. Everything down along here is done. I'm very happy with all of that. So the desk, while it's looking a little lived in, it's not too big of a deal. I've gone through most of it. I still need to go through this thing here. Yeah, it is what it is. So the plan for today, I don't think I'm going to do any really big projects, but it's just going to be more a quick review, quick dust, tidy up, and then I think we're going to call it a day. So I do want to go through my desk, tidy that up again, because it's gotten a little bit, the piles have gotten a little bit out of control. So we're going to deal with that. We're going to have a look at this armoire. So I think there's a few things on here that can go elsewhere, so we're gonna look at that. I don't really have a place for these. I would love to be able to put them on the bookshelf somewhere, but I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. Inside the cabinets I have all my Project Life cards now, other than the ones that I have on the bookshelf. I'm not going to change anything there. I have some extra little kits, which is fine. I'm not going to do anything with that. This is all my like Bristol paper, watercolor paper, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do anything with those. I am going to go through these, see what's in there. I think photos are in one, and then this has got some metal embellishments. So we'll have a look, see, maybe I can get rid of one or two of these containers, maybe store them somewhere else. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then these drawers, I do not expect to have to do anything with them. So these are my bigger watercolor paper pads and sketchbooks. I've got some wax paper, some charcoal paper, freezer paper. That's just all going to stay there. This is my note cards, or not note cards, like for card making and envelopes. And that fits in here perfectly, so I'm not going to do anything with that. And then these are all journals and blank notebooks. I know, I have an obsession, what can I say? And I'm not going to do anything with that. Okay, now on this wall, I haven't really talked too much about this. This is my wall of stamps and larger tools. So I have a little shelf back here. You can see something's tipped over. I might play around with this a little bit, maybe organize it, but for the most part it's not too bad. Whoops, sorry. For the most part it's not too bad, so I'm okay with that. These little containers from IKEA fit perfectly on here, and I have my really super big stamps. I'm not sure if that's gonna stay there or if maybe I'll swap them out for over here. I'm not sure. And we'll need to label that. So for the rest of this, I have things like my scanner, my Go Press and foil, my laminator, long arm stapler. This is all going to stay here. I've got some cording that can go elsewhere. It does need to be dusted. I have some Christmas ornaments I made that need to go where the Christmas ornaments go. I'll need to review this carousel tray thing, similar to this thing. Woo! And I haven't dealt with those, even though I told you I was going to. So that's what's there. I've got this display, which I like. I'm not going to change anything there right now. I have a typewriter. I have a 6-hole punch. I have, what is that called? This is for those disc bound systems. My Cameo. This was my one little word fit kind of project. Back here I have my extra mats and stuff like that for the silhouette. I have a laser printer, just need to deal with the paper. And then my wide format printer, and I've got some stuff here to deal with. I have a couple of these Organize More stamp caddies. I'm not going to do anything with those. I'm quite happy with them. And I have some decorative stamps and stuff on there. I don't anticipate changing anything there. So really, it's just a matter of dusting and a little bit of tidying up. All of these containers here contain my stamps. I am not going through my stamps. I don't feel the need to purge anything at this point. I still have room, so that's good. And maybe just dust, and that's about it. Then the only other area that I want to deal with is this area. So this little bookshelf. So up here I store all my dies, stencils, embossing folders. Again, I'm not going to go through anything there because you can see I still have room. No need to purge anything. I have some memorabilia I have to deal with, page protectors. Just tidy this up, maybe go through here. Again, it's just a matter of tidying and dusting. I have some extra pockets that I'd like to fit in here, so something may have to move over. Like maybe my stamp block case I can move over somewhere else. So anyways, that is the plan. I probably, because it's not going to be very interesting, I probably will just show you the after so you can see what's what. Okay, let me get to it. Okay, so let's quickly go through these containers that I had in the armoire and see what's in there. So the very first box is almost empty. I just have 4 containers that have stuff in here. So if you remember earlier, I had cleaned up these and I actually had an empty one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out, whoops, I'm going to swap out the empty containers. Like so. And then this one I can put in my long-term storage or whatever in case I need it in the future. So I've got one called clips, and they're just random paper clips. I've got one that says seasonal and occasional words. These are like wood veneer or acrylic pieces. Okay, and then I've got flare, and I have stars. So I think what I am going to do is I have some things over here. Let me just see, what do we got here? I've got a container full of stars, so let's just empty those into here for now. Okay. Flare. I have a jar full of flare. That's not flare. Dump those in there. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, I probably have clips, but that's okay. I still got to deal with this mess over here. Okay, so let's put those in this box, and we'll have to make a tag for these as well. We got flare, we got stars, we got clips, and seasonal occasional words. Okay, let's see what's in the next one. Okay, so this one I'm calling hardware-ish, I guess. So I have in here random pins. Got what I call jumbo hardware. This is stuff I've pulled off of like old purses and stuff. I have these vanilla frames. I have this old pewter hardware from Stampin' Up. Same with the silver. And I've got miscellaneous hardware with clips, etc. I think I'm going to go through these and sort through that. I got jumbo clips. I've got shaped clips. I got a lot of those. I have lots of clips. And I got binder rings, large ones, small ones, ring clips, and I got hook clips. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these because I do use these things periodically. So the only thing I want to go through is this bin and see if I can sort any of this into a different category. Let's see what we got in here. Now, if I don't need these two boxes for something else, I will put these in there. Actually, maybe I'll do that now. If I need to move it out, I can always do so later. Okay, so we still have one empty container in there, and one empty container in this one. Okay, and then the last one, what I have in here are extra photos. So I've gone through these before, but I think I'm going to do it again and be a little more particular. So these are photos of events or whatever that I've already sort of scrapped, or they're extra photos that didn't make the first go round. And I like to hold on to these because every now and then I want to tell a story, and I may not have a picture to go with it per se, but maybe one of these will do the job. So I'm going to go through this, do a better purge to see what's, you know, hopefully to narrow it down to what I really like. And yeah, I think then the two containers are going to go back in the armoire, and the third one is going to move on. Okay, so I think I'm done for today, and nothing major. I just tidied up the doors a little bit. I got rid of a couple of little things. Reorganized these little baskets. I'm going to have to put some labels on them. I moved one of the baskets out of here. This one is still empty. I don't have a purpose for it. But I figured one fit here better than two, and this balances out, if we go over and look at the cart shortly, balances out the cart a little bit better. So these are the shelves. They look pretty good. Just dusted, tidied things up a little bit. This back shelf here, just reorganized things a little bit, hung up the little stitching. I know it's a little on the juvenile side, but it's cute, and I did it. You know, it was a project I did because I felt like doing some stitching. And I may only leave it up there for a short period of time and then move it on, but for now, that's where it is going to stay. Okay, and then over here, I added the jumbo stamps here because I figured they're closer to my desk, so I'm more likely to use them. I added the extra cart, so now this is balanced off. There's a cart, extra container. So now that's balanced off. I don't have a reason for that yet. What was in these two, I've moved up here into this container from IKEA. So I added them here. So this is basically becoming my idea / swatch central station, I guess. So I've got like the color coach from Stampin' Up, the wheel, some page maps, etc. And then over here, again, just tidied it up, moved things around a little bit. I took my close to my heart stamp block container and moved that all the way over there. I had space, so that was great. The other change that I moved is I moved my large Misty down here. And if we go up to the top, where the Misty used to be, and my coloring books, I've now placed the my inventory binders. Let's go look at the armoire. So I cleaned off most of the stuff on the top of the armoire. I'm happy with what's left. Tissue box is fine, not a big deal. If you open the doors, not much change other than I removed one of these containers. That freed up space for my Xyron. I put my coloring books in here along with this container, which is full of extra cardboard strips for the postbound books. These are Project Life cards that I want to use for December dailies, so hopefully I will use most of those up. And that is basically today's reorganization / shuffle things around the craft room. Oh, and I'll show you my desk. It's still not perfect, but it's better than it was. So I've gotten rid of a few more things on this carousel. I need to clean that up yet. That'll be I don't know, another day I guess. I've got a basket full of miscellaneous stuff. So it's not perfectly clean, but it's a little bit more usable again, and I'm good with that. So I'm going to leave you here today. I hope that you are inspired again to tackle one more thing in your craft room. I know sometimes it can seem daunting, and I know for me the best thing to do is just little bits at a time, because really if you think about it, well, I still have a bit to go. My room is still functional, so if I want to sit down and make some cards tonight, I totally could. It's not like I can't move in here. I have a fairly big workspace that's available, and everything is pretty much in its place. So speaking of what I have left, like I said, I have this carousel to clean up. I have this little tiered thing to go through, and what I've been dreading and holding off on are these. Now, to be honest, these are fairly organized already, the bottom ones. So it's probably not going to take me very long. It's just some of this stuff. These two are the newest additions to my craft room, and I don't know how I'm going to utilize them yet. I guess that's why I'm still in the thinking process. But that, I think, will be what I will tackle next. And stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed and are interested, please do so. Don't forget to hit the reminder bell so that you're notified when I do post videos. And until next time, happy crafting.